Hi, welcome back to 1819 Farmhouse Restoration. Hey, did you know that this side of the house existed? I didn't. Well, I mean, I guess I did, but I don't think about it. It's like, think about the sump pump and how it just runs right out here, and then we have like this long thing that goes over to where it dips down, and then it just shoots out, and then it, makes a swamp. We've got to pull this out every time we mow around here. It's making a swamp over here. I've got my board set up, so I'm just gonna dig down underground and pop up somewhere over there and and do that. So boring stuff. Let's dig a hole. So I was just gonna dig until film the next video, but I hit this glass bottle. Let's dig it up, see what it is. It was just a piece of glass. Okay, I buried it. I got a lot hanging out over there, but let that be swamp. At least this I can mow. And it comes up, and then I just fit it in there. So that's all glued on, and this is all glued together, but that just slips in. So that way I can just cut it, pull it out. I don't have to worry about cutting anything in the ground in the future if I have to do something about it. I'm gonna get a tamp and tamp this down. And then I think I found an issue for the hole in the back. All right, so over here by the pear tree, right before you get to the garden, there's this big giant hole. Why is there a big giant hole? Well, I mean, all the water comes this way and then goes into here, which comes out over there in the gully somewhere. I found it before, but in the past I put this little 2-inch guy all the way back to the pond, so when the pond overflows you can go in there instead of dribbling and making mud, so now it comes out here. So I was in my basement looking for stuff for the over there, and I found this, and I'm like, oh, well, why don't I just put this in there and then connect that somehow? Well, if I drill a hole, and let's see, I've got this here, which I can put on, and I get an elbow, I can go in there. But I just used all my fittings for that. So let's see if I got a 2-inch hole. I'm gonna dig this deeper, put it all together, and then just bury it. So there it is. I got my little pipe coming in here. I sealed it up. I don't know how long that's going to last underground, but I can always take this cap off. I didn't glue anything because if I got to come back and take this apart, I don't want to have to be cut, and I just rip it out. This I shoved right in there. It's a little crushed, but it was like 4-inch. Then there's like plastic coming from this way, which could be septic. So I want to let that open, keep everything open so it can dribble and get down in there. Yeah, so this big rock is holding that, pointing that way. I'm gonna drop stone in there and then cover it with dirt. And then hopefully it'll be nice and level so I don't hit with a lawnmower. And there you have it. 2 projects done in 1 day after work. That's it for this episode of Dixon Does It, 1819 Farmhouse Restoration. Like, it's somewhere on your screen, somewhere. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I know it's the end of the video. Most people already left. I'm leaving too. I'm tired. Peace out.